Hey, yeah, it's been a while since I did this video uh, for you, but please, you try to understand the conditions that I'm facing. I'm currently unemployed. Yeah, I say it because I don't. I know sometimes it's like I'm shaming myself, but I have to face the truth. Tell you the truth. I'm unemployed, and I'm making these videos with a strong mind, with just a strong mind. Okay, I am supposed to pass the other side, that side, but I think I'm just going to take this route. I don't know, man. Can I take this route? But I've been seeing people using this route. Okay, let me just follow along. Like I was saying, it's been a while since I made this video, this kind of video, and I was telling you the reason as to why I'm not making this video is because I sometimes in this video I have to use a bike, and the bike involves using money. So that's why I told you about my unemployment. Like, remember when you're not unemployed, you're not working, you don't have money. And remember, like, I have to use money to be to the other place. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. So I'm supposed to go on the main road, but I'm not going to be walking using the main road. I'm going to just walk up to the main road because I don't have cash. My cash is not enough, and I will just walk, but I'm going to be fast as I can. Yeah, and I'm going to try to be fast as I can, though I'm very late, and I'll forgive myself for being late. Okay, I want to tell you something. Like, we've been having a conversation with my mom, and she was telling me to apply for a job, to look for a job, and I was telling her, like, I don't have my university transcript. Like, by the time I'm filming this video, I spent a lot of money at university, and I spent the money which I didn't even have. Like, so I was really like praying to God to give me a way that I can be able to provide for myself without ever using that transcript, because I felt like the university really drained me, and there's no any other way I could tell even anybody that I hate the university, because it drained me financially, emotionally, and all that. But she was telling me that my condition is really not good. I think I need to get a job, and to have a job I need to have a university transcript. Not even to get a job, to apply a job for a job, I need to have a university transcript. And to get that university transcript, I studied from Makerere University. I don't know if you've heard of that university. It's where I started from. I'm going to be walking up to the main road, but I'm using a different route today. I don't know if this route is far, but I'll just use it anyway. Like I was saying, I started from Makerere University. Remember, like, I didn't have money by that time and all that, and I need to pick the transcript. But to pick the transcript, I have to pay for the graduation fee, which is 200,000 Ugandan shillings, which I don't have. But because of the way it is, we need to look for that money, and I pay and I get that transcript. I don't know why life is like this. I just wanted maybe one day to be able not to use that transcript. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to believe in humanity, to believe in possibility that I can get money without having a transcript. Like the way the system is, like, you have to pass through university and you get a transcript and you try to apply for a job. I just wanted to defy that system, because I don't believe in it anymore. Like, I changed my mindset. I don't want to believe in that system of you have to go to school to get the job and money and all that. I believe there are 1,000 ways to make money. There are 1,000 ways to get money, and most of those, I believe that they don't even require for you to have a certain type of degree or certain type of education level. That's what I want to believe, because somebody once told me that, like was telling me there are 8 billion people in the world, and was telling me that means that there are 8 billion ways to make money, though he didn't give me a clear information. But I'm finding myself that we have to pay. I have to go and get the transcript, man. I really wanted to find a way to live without ever using it, man. But I don't know. I've been trying, but I think when we get the money, I'm just going to go and pick that transcript and just have it. Then I try to apply for a job again. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. Like, I don't know if this route is far compared to using the other side. I just wanted to try this side because I think there are less cars and the dust is kind of minimized. Because remember, I'm going to be walking up to the main road coming from this side. But don't worry, I'm going to be with you here. Though walking, sometimes I really don't like walking anymore. And the people that enjoy my vlogs when I'm walking, I'm really sorry. I don't like walking anymore because it's no longer fun to me anymore. It's like now a condition. I just want to do vlogs when I'm in a car. I can do it also when I'm traveling or when I'm moving with a car. Okay, so how are you doing? What's up? What's up with your life? What's up? Where are you from and all that? You can tell me something. Maybe you can tell me, oh, like I was talking of cars. Do you have a car? How does it feel, man, to have a car? Like, I feel like a car is really necessary to have. Okay, I began talking straight away and I forgot that I have to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Herbert, also known as Human Lives 29, or you can call me Human Lives. It depends on the way you call the lives. You can call it lives or you can call it lives. It all depends on you. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's amazing. It's really amazing. Like somebody had an idea. He wanted to create a pool or a beach, whatever the sort is, and he created it. I feel it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, like yesterday, I have some videos with me here. I wanted to upload those videos yesterday, but I tried to upload them, but the network was down. I fell, so I'm just praying I get to upload them. So my mom was asking me, you've been working on the YouTube channel for a while now, how are the things going? And I was telling her things are moving, not on a fast pace like the way I would want it to be. Like I would want to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. Yeah, but it's not moving in the way that I had imagined or had planned, and the years are moving. So that's what she was telling me about, that I can do YouTube and do other things. I think when I was frustrated, I really wanted to focus more on YouTube, but because of my condition that I have to come to the city and all that money and all that, it's like she was telling me like I can do YouTube while doing another thing. And I was telling her I really love to do another thing. Like I love to have a job, like a normal job, a day job, but I'm doing YouTube because it's the only thing that I have as per now. It's the only thing that I have as per now. Yeah. I really wish I had something else to do. I could be doing it, but I'm finding myself having this only. But I pray that I'm going to get that transcript and go that way. I don't know if that's what God wants really. I was showing God that, hey God, give me a chance to try to live my life in another way, to try to think positively, to try to change my mindset from the way the school system programs us. Like, you have to pass through a school, then you go to the university, then after the university you get a job. I've already passed through all that. I went to the school, I went to university, all my years I did. But at one time I was like, I don't like the system anymore. I didn't like it. And I wanted to change my mindset, not to follow that system anymore, because I don't believe in it anymore. I believe that we can make money. There are other ways to make money apart from having a job, apart from being judged by a transcript. Yeah. So if I go to apply jobs, they will look at my transcript and they judge me according to my transcript. They won't even know my potential. Like, what can I do? Like, because it's on a paper. They're going to be seeing if I have an F in a certain subject. They will think that I have an F in my ability to do something. That's why I don't like the school system. I don't like the school system, and I'm very proud to say it that I don't like it. I say it because I passed in the school system, and I don't like it because you can't be judging human beings like us. You say that if like for example, I record my videos in English, yeah, not because I know a lot of English, or not because I'm very proficient in English and all that. No, I told you my reason. Okay, for some people that are just coming, my reason is because I want to talk to a wider section of people. I believe, I don't know if English is the most spoken language in the world. I don't know, but what I know is very familiar. So, like in school, I used not perform very well in English. I used to get even Fs. Yeah, in English. I got F, when I remember, in my Form 4, secondary. Form 4, in English, I got C5. It was like C5. Imagine. But right now I'm using English. But in English, I got C5. So you see, the way they grade us. I don't know whoever started it. But right now I'm using English. So what is on the paper and what I'm doing, they are totally different. They are not even. But I have to go and pick my transcript. I have to go to the university, Makerere University, and I pay the 200k. Sometimes I was like, the 200k, I can make a song from the 200k instead of picking a transcript where I'm going to be judged by a transcript. Let's say if I have a retake in a subject and I will be judged by that, not by my potential, my ability. That's how it is. That's how this world is. And I was like, in my mind, I have the ability to defy that. But I'm finding myself in a difficult situation where, even if I want to continue making YouTube, I love it too. I love it like this, working and filming. I love it. But because there is money needed. Money needed. I don't know why whenever I think of money, I have to think of getting a job. Like I need an opportunity maybe to be an entrepreneur. To be an entrepreneur, like do something where I'm like it's entrepreneurship. I've been sharing that to you because sometimes when I share, I feel like the load is no longer that on me. I feel like at least there's somebody out there that knows what I'm carrying, and it's no longer that a burden to me. But I feel good that I share, but it doesn't take it doesn't take away the fact that it's still on me. Yeah? Okay, so I've reached the main road. The main road. I don't know if you can see. I was walking from the other side. Some people call it a forest, but it's not a forest like that. It's not that a forest, it's just like, I don't know, a park. You can call it a park. So let me cross this road and go the other side. I try to get a bike. Like this video, this former video, I'm always on the bike trying to film. But the limitation that I have is money. Most of the times I find myself that I need money to film going to the town. It's a limitation. So whenever you see me not recording this kind of video, just know I didn't have money to record. That's the plain way that I can put it to you. But whenever I have some cash, I try to film this type of video for you. I know that I love it, and when I love it, I believe that you can love it. So let me cross. Oh, it's not the right time for me to cross because you can see the road is still occupied. Oh my god, like I've seen somebody, it's like somebody ordered for a car. Like you be crying if you don't have money, but then you see people ordering for cars. That's how the world is really divided. I've crossed. So I'm going to try from here to see if I can get a job. Like, oh my god, I've been saying a job for a while, for a lot, like, instead of saying get a bike, I've said like I get a job. I think my situation is now getting on my head, like me needing to get a job. It's now on my head instead of saying a border. It's okay. So as always, my budget is always okay. So we jeba leko. Kama go Kampala ko Oliver Nanya. Yeah? Well. Well, like I was telling you, as always, my budget is 4,000 Ugandan shillings. I don't know when you convert it to your currency how much it is, but I talk of the Ugandan currency because that's where I'm living right now. Maybe when I change a country, or maybe when I get a new city, yeah, like when I get a new country or a new place, I'll be talking from the currency of that country. But right now, this is Uganda, and it's where I am. So I feel very good when I'm recording. When I feel like I was saying, I feel very good when I record when I'm traveling. And sometimes the air is in the video, but I love it. Like I love the air in the video. Let it also be given an opportunity. I can edit it out, but I just want it in the video. Like you able to, like I want you to be able, because I'm recording with the air. So I want you to I want you to be able to feel the air in the recording, but then again, at the same time, listen to me. Yeah, so that's the point why I don't remove the air from the video. Yeah. I tried to see that they are telling me that the transcript, for me to get the transcript, I have to pay 200,000 Uganda shillings. I wish I had that money. I'm probably recording this but I have to get the transcript and I'll be with it. Okay. I lost hope in that transcript, but because I spent years at that university, Makerere University, I was like, sometime I should not pick that transcript from that university, man. But when I remember that it was me that was involved, I was like, let me just go and pick that transcript. So I will pick it, and I have it. I don't know if it will help me one day in this life. I just don't know. But I pray it helps me, because I put in my time. Like we go to school and they tell us if you study up to university, your chances are high. That's what they tell us. And maybe we are young, or we believe that when you study up to your university, I don't know what we believe. Like I don't know. Like let me ask myself, when I was at the university, that's what they told me. Like when you go to the university, when I was still young, your chances are high. I don't know. Like chances are high of getting a job, right? That's what they tell us. Yeah, and I don't want to be negative about it, but when I remember, like sometime I had a friend at university there. He was doing engineering. He studied for 5 years, like 5 years. I wish you know what 5 years really means, because talking 5 years is very easy. So he did 5 years at campus. He was doing engineering. But after the 5 years, after completing university, like he was alive for like, I don't know, for a year, and then he died. So my friend is dead. He's no longer alive, man. So when I remember, like, he spent 5 years at university, I wish like those 5 years, maybe sometimes I'm like, if he did something, maybe he spent it on something maybe he wanted. I feel very bad. I don't want to talk about it, but I have to talk about it. He spent 5 years. Me, I spent 4 years at the university. But my friend is no longer alive. Like sometimes I'm like, if I had an opportunity to ask him what did he want to do with his life, like what did he want to do, like I'm asking myself, did he ever get to do what he wanted to do with his life, man? Let me tell you another story. I have a friend, I don't want to mention that name. He was telling me that he wanted to do something, but his father told him if he ever does it, the relationship between him and will be done. They won't be having a relationship anymore. So that friend of mine is doing something that he doesn't like, because he wants to please the father. Yeah, it's good to please parents, yeah, but at the same time I feel like university, right? But if I told my parents that I want to do music, I think they couldn't support me for the 4 years. They couldn't. They are willing to support you when you're in school, but if you say you don't want to be in school and you want to do something else, they don't want to support you. It's very funny. That's how, I don't know if all parents are like that. I'm saying this because I got so hurt. I know the struggle that you go through when you're at university, and then you come out. It's like the time you put in just living on promises. I don't want to talk about that anymore because it's making me sad, and I'm remembering my friend. I just don't know if he did what he wanted in life, because it might be, he might have done engineering because he wanted to please the parents and all of that. Maybe he wanted to do something else with his life, but right now he's no longer alive. It's very sad. But anyway, enough of the sad stories. But I feel like I'm sharing, not to discourage people from going to universities and all that, but I believe that we should be given a chance. Like the way the system is, I don't know, they built the system in the way that it's very hard to define the system. I don't know why it's like that. But there are successful people that have defied. Okay, enough of that. Let me talk about what I'm saying on the road and all that. I don't want to bring out a picture and maybe bring my insecurities or my fears onto other people. But that's how it is. I don't know, you can hear me. I just want you to hear me, but it's so windy and we have to travel. I feel like today I'm trying again. It's very funny that I wanted to do this, what I'm doing, YouTube, in 2011, but I had school, and right now it's 2024. I feel like I'm now very old. Yeah, I'm 27 right now, but I feel I'm very old. By the time I got to know about YouTube, I was 2011. I was making 17 years, 18 there, 17, 18. So that time I was still a teenager, man. So like, I feel like I wish I got an opportunity to do this when I was still a teenager. By this time I could be already, I don't know, I think it's in the past. Let me just leave the past. Let me just let the past rest. And my age, maybe 27, and I feel very old. I think I should just be grateful for life. Just be grateful, that's all I think I can say. I was like, life is very funny. Like, it gives, I don't know if it gives other people the chances that they need, or people really create the chances themselves. It's very funny. I don't know. Sometimes I think I talk with my mind, I talk with my brain, but somebody was telling me, never be afraid to talk your brain, never be afraid to talk how you feel, because I think that's how you mature, you get to mature. And it's very fortunate for me that I'm speaking my brain and you're out there listening. Maybe you can correct me where you think I'm wrong, maybe you can advise me on something, but I feel very bad. I want to, maybe when one day I become a parent, if a parent is willing to support their child for whatever time they are going to spend in school and all that, I wish they could be able to support something that the kid maybe wanted. But that's Africa. I don't know if it's like that in other countries also, but I'm talking of the experience that I get to face. And because I have friends, like the friends I had, like that friend of mine, I don't know, he told me that he wanted to do something else. And sometimes I was like, be a man, do it, don't allow. But then again, defying the parents, and sometimes you have to be selfish, but when you are selfish, you feel like you're making your parents sad. It's very funny to either choose yourself or choose your parent. But then again, it's your life. Okay, that's it. I don't know by the time I'm going to reach, but I feel like the time I'm filming this video is already 2 p.m. I don't know, it's already 2 p.m. and yesterday I wanted to be this side very early, but time management, I wanted to be here by like 10, but I'm here 2. But better late than never, right? So I'm late, but at least I did. Like, I feel the way I feel, like I feel that I have all the time to do what I want to do, but life is very funny. I have the time to do what I have to do what I want to do, but I have the limitation of money. Like money. Sometimes I'm like, the money that I used at campus, I wish I used it in something else. But I was very loyal, like they give me money and I take it to campus and I pay it. But remember, like, you pay all that money and you are very hungry. But it's so disappointing that I don't know, maybe one day I will use that transcript. Maybe it will be of help. But right now, I don't know. Because the money that we put in, and we didn't even have that money to invest in school. And I haven't benefited anything. Okay, maybe I benefited somehow. I don't want to talk about that. I will be negative. Bad things, and I think I will regret those things and all that. So for that, let me just stop talking about school. Let me just stop talking about school and all that, because I don't want to be negative. I've been trying to remind myself that I should be using my mouth to talk positive things. So whenever I think about school, I think of negative things about school, because I experienced school, from boarding school to everything, up to the university and all that. And I don't know why I find myself that I'm negative about it. So let me just stop talking about it. I don't want to give it power anymore. Let me just do my vlogs the way. But I try to hide my camera when we get into places that don't feel safe. like I always tell you, like some men on the bike are not good. Yes, I believe that most are good, but it's just some are not good, and that it may be 1,000 good men, but one bad man can spoil the name for the rest. But I try to be protective. I don't know, like how it is supposed to be going to me, but I want to know it, like how I'm supposed to be living, like the responsibility. Like, I think I should be thinking of responsibility and all that. But I don't want it to feel like I have to force myself to have that responsibility. I believe that I didn't force myself to come on this world, to be born. It just happened, right? I didn't say that I want to be born from Uganda on a particular date by these parents. No, it just happened. So I was thinking of responsibility, and I felt like I'm 27 years and I look, and then I was like, man, let everything just run the way it's supposed to run. Let it happen naturally. Yeah, let it happen naturally. Like then I remembered, like my friend was telling me, okay, you know that you're in control of your life. Like he was telling me, if you know that you're in control of your life, tell me what you've been doing while you are sleeping. Like, do you control your life when you're sleeping? And I was telling him, when I'm sleeping, I'm helpless. And he was telling me, that's the point. It means that there's control. And I think I should believe in that. I'm not thinking, just thinking. I should believe that there's a higher power, whether you call it God, whether you call it Allah, whether you call it divine, whether you call it infinite intelligence. In Uganda, you call it Katonda, Mirutoro, Mukama, whatever the language you use, there's a higher force, and I should believe that that higher force has the control over me. Yeah, because if you ask me, like 5 years ago, like all the friends that I had, like if you ask me, like right now, some are dead. Like I can't even believe it, man. I can't believe it. Like when you, like some friends have their numbers here on WhatsApp. I didn't delete their numbers. Oh my God, this road is dusty. Like sometimes it gets so dusty. Like I was saying, there's really a higher force. I know sometimes I don't like religions and all that, but there are certain things that happen in my life and I see them and I'm like, man, this is not, there's something that is controlling this world. There's something, man. Like, it's very surprising to me when I look at my WhatsApp and I look at the numbers of these people. Man, these people, like we are talking, but right now they are dead. It's not easy to believe. So I think I should let it happen naturally, and I'm telling it to myself. I feel like when I tell it to myself first, it will be easy for me to accept my reality and maybe find a way to blend my reality and all that. Though my reality seems like it's very difficult for me, but I should believe that Allah, Supreme God, I should really believe, find it in my heart to believe. Though sometimes when you look at things, like you wonder how they are. But I think that's how it is. That's just the way it is. I think I should focus on what I can control. Like me stressing over something that I know that I can't control. It's just killing my own happiness, right? Yeah. But it's not very easy to just accept. It's not very easy to just accept. But I think you should just accept. But then again, I have to learn to survive. Yeah? Like some guy was telling me that in Uganda, if you are not a hustler, you can't survive. Uganda is for hustlers. That's what some guy was telling me. That in Uganda, you have to really know how to hustle to survive. So I think if it needs me to learn how to hustle, but in my own way, like I can be hustling. I can hustle, like really hustle, but I want it in my own way, like I don't. So I'm praying to you, Allah, Supreme Allah. If I'm to hustle in this country, please provide for me a way that I can hustle in my own way. I can learn to survive my own way. I can learn to be a man of myself. That's my dream. Like being a man of myself. I love it. I really love it. And I'm talking about it not to assure myself, but I want to talk about it so that I can really work upon it. Some friend of mine was telling me that he knows that he's not special. But I feel like that's him saying it to himself. Me, I am special. Me, I'm not like anybody else. I am me. I am special. So he was saying that he's not special. I didn't want to tell him otherwise, because what can you tell somebody that is talking something about himself? Like he was saying, he said it himself that he's not special. I couldn't add anything. But when I'm talking about myself, yes, I know that I might be having conditions that are challenging me and all that financially, but I am special. I know that I am. Yes, we are very many people in the world, but there's no such thing as people. People is just an English word. People, there's a person. Yeah, we might be 8 billion people in the world, but there's only one person in the world, and that person is you. That person is me. Yeah. So you are special, I am special, because we have different lives. Like my life is very different from yours. Yes, we might be in the same country and all that, but life is very different. Yes, like the way school is. They put us in school, something to say that we are all one. Yes, at some point I used to believe it, that we are all equal, but we are not equal, and we have never been equal. Not in finances and all that. No, I'm not talking about money and wealth. No, I'm talking about us, like me. Because you can't tell me I'm equal to 1,000 people, but when I'm hungry, it's me only that is hungry. Yeah? When I'm sick, it's me that is feeling it. So we are not equal, not in a bad way, but like that. Okay, I think this is the point where I have to enjoy this ride. I've been talking and sometimes I get too much talking and okay, I'm very conscious of what's happening. Very conscious of what's happening around me, but this is the point, like on this journey, this is the part where I really enjoy, because I don't know if there's jam today, but we are going to enjoy this ride together, right? So yeah, so let's enjoy this ride together. When we pass that point called the yard, yeah? So that's the most fun part about this distance, man. Like everybody is riding to get off the traffic lights. So I'm preparing for your very big smile. Like, forget everything that I was saying. Some things are very personal to me, but when we pass that time, when we are passing the lights, like the riders are speeding up to not be caught by the lights again. That's the most interesting part when I come to city, to the Kampala city. Oh my god, like I've talked for 40 minutes and I haven't said like the way I love you. Yeah, sometimes I wake up when I'm very personal. Yeah, because don't blame me, I'm a human being. I have some things that hurt me, and I feel like sometimes it's very okay to say things that hurt you. Sometimes you might be wrong about those things, but at least you've said, yeah, so that's it. So this point here, when we cross from this point, everyone is, I think today we have some riders. Yeah, I feel like we are going to enjoy this video. You wait, just be patient. We are going to really enjoy. Everybody is going to be racing out of the road, like the traffic. That's the most fun part about this distance. Like, I'm going to be preparing for you a very big smile. Like a very big smile for you too, to show you how it goes. Like, it's really fun. Yeah, so small things like this make me happy sometimes, though I'm not that happy most of the times, but sometimes I just ignore everything that is on my head sometimes to just enjoy my nature, like my nature here in Uganda. Yeah, so I'm going to be happy. Like this moment here makes me happy. You're going to see, wait, like when they release us, I don't want to film like when we are not moving. I don't trust some of them, not in a bad way, but me protecting myself, the camera. So I want to smile, like this is my first time to smile, like yeah. I think this is the time. Oh my god. Yeah. I think this is the time. Yeah, I believe that me smiling will make my day. I believe even if the day I want the day to go as the way I want, in my favor, right? So we're already in this big Kampala city. Yeah, I love this country, man. Yeah, some days I love the country, some days I don't like the country. But that's us as human beings. Some days I have my good days, some days I have my bad days. But today I love the country, like I love that city. Yeah, some days I really love it because it's my country. At the end of the day, it's where I was born from. So, but before I forget, let me tell you how much you mean to me. Like imagining I recorded from wherever I came from to just show you the love and believe in yourself, love yourself. Because I love you, I feel like everything doesn't matter. Everything in this world doesn't matter. It doesn't. But you matter. You as you matter. You are very important. You are very special. Like my friend was telling himself that he's not special. That's wrong to me. Because he's very special. He's a wonderful human being. We all deserve love. I love you and I'm going to love you forever, and I will use every breath that I have with my life to remind you how much I love you. So I love you. Take good care of yourself.